right, we got us a Derek FDB video. This is movies I thought were weird. Number 3. Let's get it, baby.
In this life, 2 things are certain: taxes and weird movies. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with movies I thought were weird, part 3. If you don't know, this is a series where y'all send in movies on my IG or the comments or the Discord, and if I pick yours, not only do you get a shout out, but I go over your movie with the class. Yeah, sounds like another familiar series, right? Shout out to him. Only rules are we go from kind of weird to disturbing. And y'all gotta try and top what y'all did last time. We good?
Okay.
Everybody got it? Let's go. This first one comes in from Gabriel Penna on YouTube, who says, Toy Story? What did Toy Story do? Is what I also thought at first. I never found Toy Story weird. I ain't the slightest. But then I tilted my head and squinted a little, and I can low-key see it. As a kid, it would seem dope, you know, my toys walking around, having their own lives, going on little adventures when I'm not around. That's fire. But when you're grown, this is not tough. It'd be one thing if they were openly showing me they were alive, but these dudes are secretive about it just because they think people might freak out or something. That's ridiculous. Of course we gonna freak out. You talking about a gang of creatures that can walk and talk and experience a deep range of emotions and stuff. We see them happy, see them sad, we even see them angry. We saw Woody get mad at Buzz when he was getting more attention from Andy in the first one. In the second one, we see that old fat farmer toy get mad at Woody for trying to mess up his ticket out the toy hood. And in the third one, which is the scariest, we see that Lotso is mad at humans. Y'all understand why that would be a bad thing, right?
Imagine. I can kind of see it a little bit. Imagine your toys being mad at you, Chet. Imagine. Nah, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say that.
Dudes can grow to resent us. So imagine if one day I decide I don't want my toys no more, which to them is like damn near a death sentence. And these dudes decide in an act of revenge to turn me into a victim of a Toy Story creepypasta or something. I wouldn't like that. Or what if it's even...
Nigga, we gotta grow up. Nobody wants to have toys their whole life. Like, nigga, I'm 21. I'm supposed to have toys?
Even pettier than that. I don't know, Mr. Potato Head don't like how I'll be playing with Mrs. Potato Head, so he decides to line both of us. It's talking toys, people. You don't know. Also, even from the toys perspective, it's just weird. I remember watching a MatPat video back in the day talking about it, and we're pretty much like their purpose. They exist for our amusement, so they have to kind of let us do whatever we want with them. And I know y'all were normal kids for, like, you know, the most part, but I need some kids back in elementary that'll make their Barbies and Power Rangers do some weird stuff.
Oh yeah, you can keep that. I wasn't a part of that team right there. I don't know nothing about that.
But I mean, who could blame us? Curiosity killed the cat. But yeah, it'd be pretty weird if they were alive. This next one comes in from May Ranny. I'm my fault. I'm gonna just call you May, who submitted the movie Old 2021. Now, I already seen this movie before May here sent it in, and I like it. It's not the best, it's not the worst, I like it. But May is right. This movie is a bit weird. If you never watched it, we follow this not so happy, the parents are divorcing, but still pretty happy family who are on vacation on this unnamed resort island. And this island is pretty freaking nice. Free drinks, friendly staff, beautiful views. This place is nice. Or should I say,
it said Mikey Bio.
Because apparently this resort was so nice and friendly that this ginger dude, who I think is like the owner or something of this resort, offered the family exclusive access to a private beach as long as they kept it a secret.
I'm good. You mean to tell me I can't tell nobody that I'm going with you to a secret part of the island? Yeah, fuck off. I'm good. I'm enjoying my free mojitos. My feet are already in the sand. There's nothing else that you can possibly show me that I can't tell nobody else about. I'm good.
Yeah, if you're on vacation, don't do this. Don't do anything that wasn't already on your itinerary, okay? That's how you get kidnapped. Even if it's the friendliest looking Spanish dude coming up to you saying, Papi, we have Doom Buggy. No. I'm good, Papi. I'm good.
Papi, we have Doom Buggy. Yeah, okay, nigga. I'm good, bro. Bro, bro, chat, I promise you, they really do try to get you straight off the plane. Straight off the plane. I think the worst place I experienced it was Jamaica. They at every stop, they try to get you, bro. Not even mostly to kidnap you, but for sure get that money.
The family obviously agrees because it's a movie, you know. But when they get to this nice, tropical, beautiful beach, that's when stuff gets weird. First, when they get there, they realize that trustworthy ginger fellow from earlier lied. They weren't the only ones on the beach. There's a whole other family, a couple, and a rapper. Secondly, the dad from the other family that got invited was obviously racist. Like, I'm not even dragging it, bro. He literally saw a black dude sitting on the beach with them and said, you know what? He's British, by the way. You know what? The sun's actually a little hot here. Let's move somewhere else. Ain't even trying to hide it. And thirdly, which might be the biggest deal of all of them, people start dying on the beach. Oh. Yeah, first it's a random blonde lady the mid-sized sedan was with. If you're asking why I'm calling him that's literally his name in the movie, mid-sized sedan. But yeah, her death makes everyone think there's a murder.
Why is he bleeding from his nose?
Murder on the beach. But when the grandma dies, like just straight up dies, like she was laying down and boom, dead. They realize something weirder may be going on. And when the parents go get their kids so they can leave, that's when they finally see it. This beach was making them older. Yeah, this junk is like the hyperbolic time chamber. 30 minutes on this beach is equivalent to a year of their lives. So after 2.5 hours on it, everyone aged like, you know, at least a year. And that's the weird part about this movie to me. I don't know about Mate Randy. Maybe it's the whole ginger fellow thing. But to me, it's the concept. A beach that makes you age extremely fast. Like, I have...
Okay, so my thing is, what do you gain by being on this beach?
So many questions about that. If time's going fast, how come they not all starving? Would all of them have hot breath because they technically haven't brushed their teeth in years? It's just too many good questions I could ask. But the one that racks my brain the most is, how does it feel? Like, how does it feel to age or become old that fast?
But you don't gotta worry about that, Derek. You're already old, Unc.
Especially as one of the kids. How would that feel? Like, I imagine physically it would hurt, your arms and legs growing that fast.
Facts.
But mentally, that junk gotta mess you up. Like, they'll still have the...
So do they get their age back if they leave the beach or something? I would hope so.
Mind of a 6 and 11-year-old, but they'll be experiencing the hormones and identity crisis of teenagers and the misery and stress of adults, all in the span of like a soccer game. Oh my goodness, that too. I just thought about it. I thought I had it bad missing my graduation and prom, but in like 5 to 6 hours, these kids gonna be missing out on every single major experience from middle school to high school and probably some college. I just wouldn't cope with that. But even excluding my deep thoughts, they still got some weird stuff going on in this movie. Like the fact that the two youngest kids end up having a baby.
They was fucking? How you know what fucking is? You've been on the beach. No, son, that's not right. I don't like nothing about that.
A couple hours go by and they go from practically toddlers to teen parents. Like, yuck. But like I said, those first two movies are only weird if you think about them too hard. This next one's just weird. This next one comes in from Jake Foxer from the Discord, who not only submitted a movie, but made a special request for me to shout out his dog who sadly passed away. What if I say no? Nah, I lost my boy Brownie, so I know how you feel. So to show our boy Jake some love, everyone comment down below R.I.P. Bailey. I'm sending you and your family my condolences, my boy. And the movie he submitted was Meth Gator.
Meth Gator?
A movie about an alligator that ate so much meth that it grew to 30 feet and now kills people.
That's like Cocaine Bear. That's literally the Florida's equivalent of Cocaine Bear. Literally. Meth Gator is Cocaine Bear. Please.
Because it wants more meth. I miss Velocipaster. Movies like this just baffle me because it's like script writers, directors. Were y'all on meth when y'all thought of this? And this isn't the only one of these movies either. This type of movie damn near has its own category. If you don't want to watch Meth Gator, there's also Meth Crabs.
What?
Cocaine Shark.
Cocaine Shark. Oh my God.
Cocaine Bear. Which
inspired by true events. Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
I heard is the best one. Cocaine Cougar.
What?
Crabs from outer space. And the most ridiculous one of all, Crack-Coon. Come on.
That's racist. At some point, this guy, there's a little bit of racism in there, bro. Come on, please. Come on, bro. What are we doing? Some fucking crack.
Come on, y'all. Crack. They know what they was doing with that last one. What be blowing my mind the most though is these are all actual movies, like in length. Like Crack-Coon is an hour and a half. An hour and a half of what? Like I know most of these are about just the animal killing people, but bro, what else is there? This next one comes in from aura.tile on Instagram, who submitted the movie The Package and says, pure trauma I got from watching this.
Okay.
And you want to pass that on to us, right? In this one, we follow a group of teens who are going on a camping trip. And before I even get to the actual stuff, let me just tell y'all how weird this movie is.
First of all, shout out my dog. That's my dog right there. Stranger Things, bruh. That's my dog right there, bruh. Yar, sour, dude. He was the one that worked at the pizza shop. The goat, on God. Side, dude. Argyle, there it is.
Stuff. Let me just tell y'all how weird this movie is within the first 5 minutes. When one of the teens is about to leave his crib and he's saying bye to his family, Korn just starts playing on the TV. No joke. One of his friends' screen mirrors or like connects via Bluetooth or something and starts straight up playing BBW Korn. First few minutes right in front of his family. So keep that in mind. So yeah, we follow these teens go on a camping trip and everything's going smoothly. They set up camp, bust open a few cold ones, and then one of them actually cuts off their piece.
How the fuck do you cut your piece off?
Why do y'all send me this stuff? This movie's not about a camping trip at all. It's about a group of teenagers who have to help their friend reattach his Johnson after he cut it off. That's the whole movie. Just them running around looking for it.
You're trying to find it. You've lost it. How did you single-handed, you cut it off? How did you lose it? And if we're running around for this long trying to find it, you think that they can put that motherfucker, hey, enjoy your nub, bruh. Enjoy your tree stump. You're done. Nigga, you got a big clit now. You ain't got shit but a clit now, bro. Good luck. Good luck, bro. Fuck is you talking about, bro?
Dropping it and trying to get it back to him in perfect condition. This is so
Boy,
weird.
pussy.
There's literally a scene where like a venomous snake bites the thing and you know what you gotta do to get the poison out, right? Yeah, I'm done talking about this one. For those ones.
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck?
Him in perfect condition. This is so weird. There's literally a scene where like a venomous snake bites the thing.
It's a venomous snake bit his part while it was detached from his body, and he sucks a okay, he sucks the detached D to get the venom out. For shit that they can't even fucking reattach. Get the fuck out my face.
And you know what you gotta do to get the poison out, right? Yeah, I'm done talking about this one. For those wondering though, he did get his Johnson back. He's good. This next one comes in from Saj from the Discord, who's been requesting this one for over a year.
Damn.
I'm sorry it took me so long, my boy. I'm sorry. And the movie he suggested was Donnie Darko.
What the fuck is
Oh
this?
boy. This movie, unlike any of the ones I've gone over before, is weird for its very own reason. Yeah, I've gone over fever dream movies and movies about fools getting intimate with each other. But Donnie Darko's thing is how freaking confusing it is. Like, it doesn't make sense until the end, but even when the end comes, it's like, what just happened? I'm gonna do my best job at explaining it, so if you're confused at the start, don't worry. I got valedictorian in kindergarten. This movie is about a high school.
I don't think, that don't sound right. Something was a little off about that sentence. I'm not, nigga said GG's. I'm not gonna say nothing, but something about that sentence.
Kid named Donnie Darko, and you can tell by his name, this dude is not normal. Aside from the fact that he might be mentally ill, Donnie sleepwalks and wakes up in random places. He talks back and disrespects his parents. And I'm talking like stereotypical rebellious white kid type of disrespect. Like, get out of my effing room, mom. That type of disrespect. Point is, Donnie is a weird kid. Or at the very least, interesting. But one night, things got a little more interesting for Donnie. After being awoken and lured out his crib by the voice of this, you won't even believe it, giant, 6 foot tall, creepy looking bunny rabbit. Yeah, you heard me. Donnie survived what would have been his death when a giant jet engine crashes into his bedroom while he was out. Don't ask no questions yet. And to add to the craziness, Bonnie over here tells Donnie that in 28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes and 12 seconds, the world will end. Time out. Do y'all see what I'm talking about? In a matter of 12 minutes, this movie went from maybe a coming of age movie to perhaps a comedy movie to possibly a thriller / horror movie to now an end of the world movie.
Yeah.
What is happening? But this omen was only the start of the weirdness, because after this, Donnie starts experiencing stranger and stranger things. Yeah, I'll see what I did there. As we get closer to this quote unquote end of the world. And this just makes things more confusing. He starts hearing Bugs Bunny talk to him more often. He sees strange things coming out of people and out of himself. A random old lady comes up to him and whispers stuff in his ear, like, back up. And weirdest of all, he almost whacks it in front of his therapist.
Yo.
What does that have to do with saving the world. When I was watching this, I was just like how some of you are right now. No clue what's going on, just along for the ride. And that's without me mentioning that Bad Bunny over here was making Donnie do random things like flooding the school, burning this weirdo guy's house down, learning about time travel. What? Ah, my head. Things get so confusing in this movie that people are convinced that Donnie's just schizophrenic and imagining all this. And honestly, that was my first theory too. Because the longer this movie goes on, the more questions arise. Who is the bunny? What does the bunny want? Why is the world connected? What is all this stuff Donnie sees? Why did he make him flood the school? Why did he make him burn the house down? And most importantly, why? Why? Was he about to whack it in front of his therapist? Just kidding. The big question is, why does Donnie die at the end?
He dies?
He dies. 1 second the world is ending, Donnie is next to his dead girlfriend, and the next, he's back at the beginning of the movie, laughing, and gets crushed by the jet turbine. This junk just gets more and more and more confusing.
Why was his girlfriend dead? Wait, why was his girlfriend dead?
Try to understand it. So, you know what? I'm tired of explaining with words. I rewrote this script, no joke, like 5 times. And every time I get to the ending, I end up confused. So I got y'all. I found a way to simply explain everything that goes on in this movie. And it's gonna blow y'all minds. How we feeling?
Okay. Glitch plus Donnie lives. Tangent universe, Donnie dies. Regular universe continues. Okay.
How we feeling? So I ain't wasting no time. If you couldn't piece it together, which I don't blame you, Donnie Darko is about surprise time travel. Hence why I have this regular universe line right here. It's a regular universe, stable, probably has a good job. I don't have to point that. Point is, pretty much this line was the regular timeline. That's where we see Donnie wake up in the mountains, yell at his parents, "Get out of my effing room, mom!" You know, all that stuff. But then there was a glitch in the space-time continuum or something that created an alternate universe, or the tangent universe. All right, y'all following? And this tangent universe is where the entire movie takes place. Boom. That's shocker number 1. But although it's only a little different than the regular universe, this universe is kind of not supposed to exist. It's unstable, which is why the Energizer Bunny told Donnie that the world was gonna end, because this universe existing was going to create a black hole that would consume the regular one.
Wait, there was a black hole? We didn't even talk about a black hole. What the fuck?
And the tangent one. Y'all still with me? We're making progress. So the only way for that to be fixed was for Frank, who's the bunny, to guide and help Donnie save the world. Which is why he makes him do little tasks like flooding the school, learning about time travel, burning that dude's house down. All that stuff that we thought was just random, or Donnie just being a paranoid schizophrenic, was all according to plan. Well then, what about the ending? Why does Donnie die? Because on top of time travel, this movie is also about self-sacrifice. In order for his main timeline loved ones and universe to be saved, Donnie had to pretty much sacrifice himself and allow that jet turbine from the beginning of the movie to crush him. In turn, killing him, saving the universe, and allowing all the people he cares about to live. But to them, it all just felt like a dream, which is why at the end, they're all looking at each other like, hey, I think I know you, even though I don't. So, did that make sense?
Kinda.
Yeah, if you ain't get it, I'm not gonna lie, I can't explain it more than that. Just imagine it's like some Attack on Titan type time loop, but just a little more complex.
Okay,
y'all wanna know a movie weirder than Donnie Darko? Weirder than a meth-powered alligator? Something that might be even weirder than Good Boy from the last video?
Nothing's gonna beat that Good Boy movie. Yeah. That is, yo, bro, the whole concept is mad weird.
Look at the boy's RNA.
Y'all sure about that? This last one comes in from RobRu01 on Instagram, who submitted the movie Tusk. Y'all couldn't get me to do Human Centipede, so y'all sent me Tusk, huh?
What the fuck is this?
Y'all think y'all clever? If you've never seen this movie, I envy you. This movie's one of the grossest, most horrifying, most twisted things I've ever watched. And I seen that one video a long time ago with the girls in that cup. In this one, we follow this podcaster guy named Wallace who interviews interesting internet people. Imagine like a Joe Rogan, but instead of interviewing Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's interviewing the D's Nuts guy. And one day when he's scheduled to interview this guy from Canada, things go left. It turns out the dude he came to interview, sadly, passed away. R.I.P. But don't worry, things were about to change for Wallace. Really change. Because while taking a leak in the bathroom, Wallace sees an ad written by an old man named Howard, who in exchange for some help around his crib offers a place to stay, rent-free, and more importantly to Wallace, he offers some interesting stories. An ad you found in a public bathroom? Not sketchy at all, you gotta love it.
Whoever takes ads from fucking, from bathrooms, you're questionable for sure. I can get maybe putting a missing poster or anything like that, but you literally picked up a damn near a call this number for a good time ass ad, bro. Literally. Like, That's the consensus of this. Call this number for a good time. Hey, come over to my house if you want to talk. The fuck do I look like?
When Wallace arrives at Mr. Howard's crib though, it was chill. Mr. Howard shows him around the house. They drink tea and share stories. This is exactly what Wallace needed for his podcast. But among those stories shared, there was one story that stood out. Howard told a story about a walrus he met that saved his life, that he named Mr. Tusk. That's an odd story. But before you can hear the rest of the story, Wallace's vision gets blurry.
Oh, he done drugged that boy.
Out. Oh boy, here we go. Last chance to leave, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Wallace wakes up after passing out and sees that his leg is gone. And that's only the start, because Mr. Howard over here isn't exactly all right in the head. On top of the fact that he clearly was the one that spiked Wallace's drink, this dude has some sort of sick obsession with that walrus he met years ago. And in an effort to relive the glory days, Mr. Howard turns Wallace into a walrus.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, what the fuck is that? What? Oh hell. Oh god. What? I don't know, Davis. I don't know what this is.
I don't even know how I'm supposed to show this. I might have to just blur the whole screen or black and white it. But Howard does some human centipede type stuff and puts Wallace in a walrus suit. And this is I literally got nauseous my first time seeing this. Howard was so obsessed with that walrus he met that he's been trying to recreate him by kidnapping people and doing this to them. Yeah, Wallace isn't his first victim.
Oh my god.
That's literally the whole film. Wallace gets turned into a walrus and Howard makes him act as such. No talking, making him eat fish, trying to make him swim. Why did y'all do this to me? Eventually we do see Wallace murk Howard after Howard wanted to give Wallace a chance to fight, because apparently that Mr. Tusk walrus he was dating so much earlier because he saved him or whatever. Yeah, Howard ate him and he feels guilty about it. So now he's like pretending Wallace is Mr. Tusk. What is this movie? And even when Wallace kills him, in his dying breath, he deems Wallace being worthy of being called Mr. Tusk.
Who made this?
Saddest part is none of that mattered, because at the end of the movie, he doesn't even get to turn back to normal. Instead, we see his girlfriend, probably not his girlfriend no more, let's be honest, come visit him at an animal exhibit.
They put this nigga on display. They put him on display. They put this nigga on display.
Yeah, they put this dude in the zoo, which is like, one, did they even try to take him out the suit maybe? And two, what kind of zoo is gonna keep this thing?
I know that wasn't the fucking spot they were keeping him.
Even try to take him out the suit maybe? And two, what kind?
Oh, look at that little ass dirty pool. That's where a walrus is supposed to stay? Oh, hell no.
The zoo is gonna keep this thing. GG's. This one ends with his girlfriend and his friend leaving him after feeding him a fish. Yo, that's so foul. In the final shot of the movie is Wallace the walrus now shedding a tear.
Oh, hell no.
This was weird. That was pretty much all the movies I wanted to go over this time. So comment down below the movie you thought was the weirdest. And let me know if y'all think we beat last time. I low-key think Tusk is weirder than Good Boy, but
Tusk got it. Like, the dog one, at least that nigga wasn't turned into a fucking full-on, like, you know, like, that nigga legit has, shit is sewn together. Oh, hell no. Meet the Johnsons is crazy, too. I'm not gonna lie.
Weird and strange thing about the Johnsons. I don't know. Also, guys, this is random, but comment down below some good would you rather questions. I low-key been feeling like doing one of those videos one of these days, so give me some good ones. And moral of the story? Poppy, we have doom buggies.
Hell no. That shit was, oh hell, I don't like nothing about that.